welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Rollison, also known as T-Roll. And tonight, we have a very special episode for you guys and some very special co-hosts joining me for it. First of all, we got Justin Sandoval, also known as Sandy. We do not have Anthony Amato. He's missing out tonight. But we got Applezach's Zach Markham with us once again. Boys, we are here for a little news flash episode. There's a lot of big news, big things that have been happening in the geek world in the last week.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to have a short little episode where we kind of talk about some of that stuff. By now, you've probably seen it in the name of the trailer or the name of the name of the title of the video or the podcast. Fumbling over my words here. I'm pretty nervous, guys.
It's the first time.
Yeah. But big shout out to everyone who's tuning in. Please subscribe and follow us on social media. All those great things. Helps us out a lot. Let's just get right into it. We got some good trailers this week.
Really good trailers, yeah.
Marvel dropped 2 trailers. The first one that we're going to talk about is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. You know, they're doing a little... I don't even know. I think it says they call it a special presentation.
Yes, that's what the route they're going. Which, in my opinion, a little wordy. They probably could have...
I kind of like it.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think they're letting loose. Foot loose.
Oh. That's for you, Sweat. That's for you.
Dude, that was a good one.
Man. Okay.
Quality
It was very, very quality.
You can only get it here, ladies and gentlemen.
That was good. That was so good. So yeah, it's a little special presentation. I read somewhere that it might be about 40 minutes, which I think is cool. It's kind of like watching an episode of most of the Marvel shows.
It's going to be as long as, I think, Werewolf...
which was another special presentation.
Yeah, it was another. It was the first one,
right?
And it was fantastic. If you have not seen it, go see it.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
And I think they're going to do more and more things like that. So, but yeah, it's basically what can we say about this?
Okay, well, it opens with Drax and Mantis, which first off, you never want to open up with Drax and Mantis, and then you add Kraglin into the mix.
Yeah, he's like, it's Christmas time on Earth.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
It's like Peter. He's all sad about Gamora, so like, let's get him a good Christmas present and from Earth.
So what do they come up with? Kevin
Yeah,
Bacon.
they said, why get him a good Christmas present when you can get him like person?
Literally
right?
get him Kevin Bacon.
They go to Kevin Bacon's house, man.
Dude, it's
That's
literally
insane.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. And they're yelling in the door camera, and they're like, Kevin Bacon, come on, like, we need you. And then they break in his house, and they chase him around town.
Yes.
We're
I
gonna take you as a
cannot wait to
Christmas
watch
present.
this.
Oh,
I cannot wait
man.
to watch this.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be very, very funny, comedic,
Yeah.
all that
Fun.
good stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
just a fun Marvel concept.
Yeah. it's
James
gonna be
Gunn knows how to do comedy, and he knows how to do it well. And you know the music's gonna be fantastic in this. You already
Even
know
in these
that.
40 minutes, yeah.
It's gonna be great. And it sounds like Star-Lord's gonna be in the beginning, but it's gonna be the Drax and Mantis show for
Is
the
that right?
majority of it. That's what it feels like, at least.
Yeah.
They're
Dude, give
incredible.
me Drax in anything. I'm in.
Exactly.
I'm just glad we can see him this time.
Yeah, and it's nice to get this little bridge of the Guardians.
You didn't get it.
Oh,
Come on, man. I was trying to get Sweat another.
I missed it, man. I missed it. I apologize for my lack of.
That is depressing.
That was the
Yeah.
You just went right. You just kept going.
I did. Dude, I'm running a freaking business here, man. No,
We're on the
This
clock.
is why I don't
ladies
try
and
to.
We're on the clock,
That's why I'm
man.
not trying to be punny. I normally don't do it. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit.
it's because when Sweat does it, he does that little awkward
it's
pause.
over the top.
He does the awkward pause, and then he like
It's full.
oversells.
It's full dad.
Full
mode.
commitment.
It's full dad.
Full.
mode.
He's not even a dad yet.
Not
he's
yet.
fully got
Soon.
it, man. Imagine the power level he's gonna go to when this happens.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
All right. Anything else on
It looks.
holidays?
It looks fun. It looks like it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. On a more serious note, they did also drop a trailer for an actual movie, and it's Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
The movie comes out in February.
Did you see when it comes out in February?
No, I didn't see that.
17th.
Is that?
that-
That's literally that's literally my anniversary.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And we're gonna see the movie on the 16th, which is my anniversary.
There you go. That's right.
Wow.
No big deal. So just
But not to each other.
Just proof
No.
that we did not get married, despite what people think. But yeah, man, we finally got a trailer for Quantumania.
It looks wild. It honestly looks wild. It starts off looking kind of comedic, but then it takes a drastic turn.
Dude, I'm going to say this. I told my wife, and I also watched this with my mother-in-law, like, you know, Marvel, you're going to space sometimes, doing time travel. sometimes you're getting a little confused with things. The quantum realm feels so far out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous about it. I think it's still gonna be a great movie. It's gonna land, and we're gonna get Kang the Conqueror. Like, it's gonna be great. I really believe that. But I can just tell there's gonna be a lot of things where I'm like, it's gonna hurt my head, But the trailer was great.
It will definitely hurt your head, and especially with Michelle Pfeiffer in the trailer, she was definitely sketchy, and I feel like that storyline in general is going to cause us to, really have to dig deep and think about what the heck is really truly going on, because there are a lot of question marks.
Yeah,
this will be a movie.
There's no telling like what you got to go through down there to survive.
Exactly. This will for sure be a movie, and I'll do this every time. Justin normally does, that I will watch on premiere night, and then the next day before we record, I'll be watching it again.
Nice.
Yeah.
To gather everything.
Yeah,
in,
because
there's gonna be so much. There's gonna be so much.
If I'm gonna be expected to talk about it on a podcast, I'm gonna have to come.
Look at him, ladies and gentlemen. He's putting in commitment for you guys.
Overtime.
Yeah.
Overtime.
Markham, what you think, man?
I feel like it looked really good. I've seen a lot of memes and stuff about it. And the funniest one I've seen is that it looks like something out of Spy Kids 3.
That's true.
Yeah.
The look of Wasp, Ant-Man, and then his daughter. Yeah. Oh man, dude.
I did see that. That was a good one.
Very interesting.
But I feel like it's going to be a really good Marvel movie that comes out, and I feel like it's going to kick off like some really good content like for the next phase and everything.
So we've been passing around a video that's been going around about it's a scene from what was it? Trevor sent it to us, where it's Ross talking to them. I think Civil War. That's what it is.
Oh yeah,
and they're talking about how cringe Marvel has become since then. It's all the Avengers looking around. And I mean, it's true. We've got a lot of content that's been suspect, but I feel like Black Panther and Ant-Man, just from what we've seen from the trailers, they're changing the game again. Like it's more intense. Everything feels that's at another level, and it's gonna be back to like Marvel on top of the
with
game.
A little Kevin Bacon in the middle.
Well,
right.
In between,
which is fine. I'm not excited about it.
That's fine. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
you're right. I think so. I mean, I think this is going to be. And this is the turn of the phases, right? Doesn't Black Panther end Phase 4 and Quantumania? Doesn't it start Phase 5?
Yes.
That's what Feige told us.
Yeah, so this is the...
We believe him.
That's right. In Feige we trust. And most people, not Ryan Gibbs, but that's all right. Shout out our boy Ryan, by the way. But yeah, I think between Black Panther and Quantumania, I think we're going to hopefully catch more of that Marvel... Magic, yeah, man. I really hope so. And here's the thing. I got to imagine that Kang the Conqueror is going to be incredible. I mean, we got one basic an hour of Jonathan Majors in Loki as He Who Remains.
Yeah. He stole the show.
And he stole the show. Yeah. I mean, that episode might be the best episode of all of the TV series that Marvel's done. Maybe.
Agreed, 100%.
Maybe. I'd have to really think about that.
No. It is. I promise you that.
Yeah.
I speak in definitives.
Okay. Absolutes. Yeah, I mean, it was incredible. So, but this is going to be, like He Who Remains said, one of the variants, and probably the variant that is the most terrifying.
And if you don't think Kang the Conqueror is going to be that guy, all you got to do is watch the Creed 3 trailer, and you'll know for sure that he's that guy.
Yeah. What Kang variant is that?
not that's the ultimate. That's the alpha. Alpha Kang is what that is,
dude. Yeah. So
Giga King.
I'm fired up, man. But I'm really intrigued to see. It sounds like Kang actually needs Ant-Man's help, which I really can't wait to see. He's going to be reliant on...
What if he's imprisoned in the quantum realm?
I think that's got to be it.
He tries to get out.
He can't get out.
Ooh.
And Ant-Man has the ability to get out. Or at least... Yeah, I mean, he's done it before.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But again, every time they've gone into the quantum realm, there was someone to get them out, right? It looked like they all got sucked in.
Yeah.
So how are they going to get out this time, actually?
They're going to get saved by the one and only She-Hulk. Predicted it now.
Please erase that from your ears, people, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. No, I think Bill Murray's going to get them out. That's what I think.
Bill Murray, I forgot he's in this, dude. It was a good trailer, man. I'm just excited we finally got one. I don't want them to reveal too much. I want to go into this with as much mystery as possible, but yeah, I'm fired up. Can't wait to see Kang. Okay, a little change of direction here. We're not going to talk about Marvel. We're not going to talk about Star Wars. We're
What
going
are
to
we
talk about the sleeping giant that is DC Comics.
Well, gentlemen, that's my cue.
See ya, Markham.
Get out of here, man.
Big news this week, Justin.
And Shimano's not even here to help me out.
I
man.
know. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Big giant news. James Gunn is signed on as the co-CEO of DC, and
DC Film.
DC Film, yeah, DC Studios, I believe, is what they're going with. But
Real original.
Yeah, real original. And the other co-person is Peter Safran, which I'm not really 100% sure of everything with him.
Who cares?
I didn't do any
James
facting.
Gunn, people. James Gunn.
Yeah. The mind of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the guy who took a talking tree and made him
A raccoon.
Yeah, and a raccoon. And Well, Groot
And a
says,
professional
"I am Groot."
wrestler.
Yeah, professional. Oh yeah, and a professional wrestler. Take all these strange characters, and now he has co-control over everything DC. I'm 100% on board with that. James Gunn, I mean, he doesn't miss. He doesn't miss, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't just in the
comic books.
Yeah, in the two Guardians movies, and then in the Suicide Squad, he has not missed a beat.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
Literally. The music's been great.
Yes, fantastic. And Peacemaker. Let's not forget
And
about Peacemaker.
Sorry, yes,
Gosh,
and Peacemaker,
man.
yes.
So
yes.
I think we're going to get a lot of good DC TV shows. I think we're going to get some awesome movies that are comic book accurate and actually awesome and amazing, where Shimano and I can actually be proud.
And T-Roll's not just making fun of you.
And yeah, T-Roll's not just making fun of me, and Markham's not just checked out. And
even Sweat will chime in. Even he'll send you a little message.
Everyone hates DC.
You guys
except
just
for
been
me.
roasted for years, man.
For years and years and years. And luckily, Batman has saved us several times, keeping us from the doghouse.
Most times.
You told me The Dark Knight.
But Ben Affleck?
I didn't mind him, but the movies sucked, but he was good.
He was good in Batman vs. Superman. He's like the best part of that movie. But everything about the Justice League was hot garbage, including the Batfleck.
Yeah. But then I feel like James Gunn is going to take it into
I'm excited,
a good direction. So
Yeah.
it's very exciting, and I'm on board with it. And yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
This guy.
Well said, Markham. Well said.
my gosh.
Now, I will say this. Keep in mind that,
I just got a text with Shimano, and he said, you guys can go suck it. So
kind of similar to like in the sports world when there's a new head coach or a new president or a new CEO.
a lot of hype.
Well, it doesn't, things don't just change overnight. So it's like there's still, DC's still got to get through some movies that he had nothing to do with. And it's a toss up if they're going to be good, right? So there's still, there is a lot of optimism.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that the next couple years still won't have some hot garbage content.
Yeah. You gotta.
But hey, I do think we're gonna get there.
The funny thing is that if it still end up sucking, James Gunn's just gonna be like, it's Peter Safran's fault.
And they're gonna they'll kick him out. Who was that guy anyways? They'll kick him out.
Right.
And then but I think it's great news for DC.
It has to be good, man. It has to be.
It's a lot of
I
hope.
hope so. I mean,
yes, I do have a lot of hope for that. I do.
Good.
yeah, man, I'm fired up. Good for DC. Maybe they won't be the laughingstock of the Royal Geek podcast. And just to give you guys full disclosure, pull the curtain back. DC came out with a movie recently, and our channel didn't review it.
Well, we did a written review on Instagram, but that's only because I saw the movie, Shimano saw the movie, but these two yuppies did not see the movie.
But even Shimano didn't want to do a podcast on it. That's my point.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
I'm
you're
right.
right. You're
Got
right.
him.
You're right.
So it's like they are in desperate need. And, something that Shimano and Justin have said for a long time, and I'm sure they're right, I'm not doubting, they've always said that the content, the source material, the villains, the heroes themselves within the DC world is far superior to Marvel, right?
Fact.
With the exception of a couple exceptions, they're far superior to Marvel. But we just haven't seen it on the big screen. And this is a very, what's the word? Very short-term memory culture. You know what I'm saying? We're Marvel's been dominating movies, not really TV shows recently, but it's okay. But dominating movies for over a decade.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so much so that even if they make bad shows, people are like, it's okay.
It's Marvel.
Yeah.
They get away with it.
So it's I think this is such good news for DC. I've been so down on them for so long, and I don't want to be that way, especially for my friends.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
So in James Gunn, we trust, hopefully.
That's fine with me.
I'm very optimistic. I really am.
Thank you.
I'm throwing some jokes, but I am very optimistic. So.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good, change of pace. I think there's going to be like some really good content that comes from it. They're just going to have a lot of rebuilding that they're going to have to do with the movies that's already released. So they have a good foundation with like the heroes and villains that's in their roster, but that they're going to have to tear down. I think the house that they have put up right now.
Start fresh.
Yeah,
mostly.
Completely level it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to... Black Adam, I haven't watched it still, but it sounds like they're trying to build something off of that. And, I think you could build something off of, the Suicide Squad, maybe.
I think we need to build around Peacemaker.
Yeah, and truthfully, like, there's still rumors that the Flash movie could be a reset.
Hard reset, yeah.
Right, so there's optimism. There's reason for hope.
They could even like throw something in there kind of similar to what Marvel did, where like the Flash goes back in time and like fix all the mistakes like they did with Deadpool.
I mean, yeah, that's essentially what the Flash does in Flashpoint. So yeah. So we'll see.
Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our news flash. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, please follow us on social media, at Royal Geek Pod, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow us. Also, hit subscribe wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching. Subscribe to the podcast. Leave a comment, leave a review. Help us out with that. And with that in mind, we're done. So for my good friends, Sandy and Apple's Axe, this is T-Roll saying thank you so much for listening to the Royal Geek Podcast. We will see you next time, you peasants.